Wow. About got your ears there for a minute. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. Welcome, 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 welcome in. If you're watching over on the Unfiltered channel, welcome in over there. And if you're over on the Titanium Built channel, welcome in over there. If you're a newbie, welcome in. And if you're not a newbie, welcome in. I say that at least 15 times before we get started. So if anyone's playing a drinking game, do it to me, saying you're welcome, and you'll be drunk in no time. No time flat. Kind of like Sarah Boone with her saying, it's not intentional. It's not intentional. She says that a lot. But welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Hopefully you got out and you got some stuff done today. You got to be out there in the sun if it was sunny where you were. Hopefully you didn't have a tornado, a hurricane, or anything else happen. Earthquake. Seems like we're having a lot of natural disasters lately. So hopefully nothing's happening in your neck of the woods. But if it is, hopefully you can come in here and at least relax and pretend like it's not for a little bit. Welcome in, Catherine. Hey, Majestic Blue. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Cheryl, you lost your arm. Where's it at? Mary Babbitt. Hey, Night Star. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, DM. We're gonna talk a little Sebastian tonight, a little Betty. I kind of switched the live a little bit. I went down a rabbit hole we shouldn't have went down. Hey, country thing, but it's actually kind of good for all of us because it's actually pretty entertaining. Hey, for a baby mom, Mindy Perkins, welcome in. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Mr. Rosebud. Hey, Juno. Hey, LFT. I'm just sliding on through the bottom to the bottom here. Hey, JJ. Welcome in, everybody. I need to stop saying the welcome in. I don't know. I just can't stop it. It's kind of like the people at Chick-fil-A when they say my pleasure. It literally, I feel like that's my thing. Instead of saying my pleasure, I say welcome. See, gotcha. Hello, everyone. I like that. I like your picture. That's a pretty flower. Hey, Phantom. How was the visit with your mom? Did it go well? Hopefully it did. I was thinking of you. So tonight my intentions were to go over the press conferences with the Sebastian Rogers case. And I wanted to go over just everything from like the investigator side. And we're still going to do that. But before we go to doing all that, we're going to have a little bit of fun at Betty's expense because she's just entertaining at times. She's very entertaining at times. And she was been entertaining me the last few nights. I don't know if you guys watched her last live. She's had, or her last two lives she's had. I didn't watch one of them with you guys, I don't believe. No, actually, we did watch it. No, we didn't. We didn't watch it. But there's one that we didn't watch together, I know for sure. And I was going to play that one tonight. I think she's not feeling very well. She's not feeling too good. JJ that, yeah, I'm Phil. I was born in Philly. I was born in Philly, but I say a lot of things that are people will look at me weird in Ohio for saying it. Hey, Jillian. You never had Chick-fil-A? You never tried Chick-fil-A? It's pretty good. It's all right. It's not bad. We have one across the street. They just redid it too. I don't know why it looked brand new, but they put in like 3 lanes instead of 2, or I don't know. But I don't know if you guys saw, she did the liar, liar, Proudfoot's on fire or something like that. I think that was one of her lives. She's going off the deep end. The JLR breakup that I don't even think JLR is really aware of. It's in full effect. She's out here saying the mostest about everybody. She's calling JLR's girlfriend, Magnolia, fat. And she's definitely not at all. 0% that I would ever consider her fat. And she's saying that SF Investigates, who we've talked to on this channel, I actually just talked to him today about the Sebastian Rogers case. She's saying that SF is working with JLR and they're working together, and they're working with the Proudfoots, and they're all against her. Everybody's against her. Everyone's against her. So I don't know like how long everyone's been around YouTube. If you guys want to put in the chat how long you guys been in, like years, like if you put like how many years, how many months, how long have you guys been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube for 2 years in September, actually August, right around this time, actually, like literally right around this time. Why didn't it come up? It's because I didn't make I can't remember when I made my first video, but I'll have to check that out. Since the Gabby case, I want to say I want to say Gabby too. I want to say that's when I started looking at YouTube more. But I know definitely Kylie Rodney, because that's the case I came in on. So 3 years. So you guys have been around for a little 4 years. You've been around a little while. So you guys have been around since 2017. Wow. That's a long time. Couple months, Danica, you're still new. Still new. Haven't broke yet, have you? Once you break, I swear we all have a moment where we're just like wanting to like throw our phone, iPad, computer, or something about YouTube. But if you can get through that, you're golden. You can make anyone like you. Trust me, it happens. Remember Barb? 5 months? Can't remember? Sebastian's the first case you followed? Oh, well, you're in, Sparrow. You're in. You're hook, line, and sinker in here now. I came in on Kylie Rodney, so you guys have been here for a little while then. Okay, take breaks. Yes. Take breaks. Take breaks. That's what everyone needs to take breaks at times. Your girl did. Me. I did. I took a break in September. It's been a while. It's been since September, but I took like 10 days off or 7 days off straight. I had pre-recorded all 7 days for you guys, but I didn't have to do anything, but just sit in the chat. We did premieres and I chatted with you guys. I was a different person when I came back. We've been here for a while. We know when they're lying. Yes, that's what yeah. You came in on Quentin, old country thing. You came in. Oh, well then you know. Did you get your Betty coverage? Because we were streaming her. It was entertainment. I mean, it was such a horrific case that if I didn't, I kind of needed her in a way to be that dumb and be that ridiculously dumb, because it kind of just, I don't know. It just, I guess, took a little bit off of the whole situation, because we all knew, that Quentin's mom, like Lonnie, had something to do with this. But we're going to go sit in her, front yard and hold up signs and do all the things, we weren't just going to do that. But so now she wants 10 grand to go to Tennessee. Now, 10 grand, you can go to like another country. What are you talking about? What is she going to get in Tennessee for 10 grand? A house? You can get a trailer in Tennessee for 10 grand and some land. Patrick Frost phrase case. I'm about to say that's a long time. I don't even know that one, sweet Melissa. Maybe if I saw a picture. Hey, Shauna, welcome in, everybody. Michelle's number 53. Number 53. That just reminds me of that, like, that little, like, TikTok people are doing now. It's like, I forget what number it is. So, okay, Facebook. Okay, so Facebook. Okay. So, oh, I don't edit. Yeah, I don't edit. I need to. Some of my old videos I did. Some of my old videos I edited. I edit those out, or edit those, like, you can see the jumps, like where I would stop it. But I haven't edited in a while, not since I've been sat on my chair. But I'm going to go back to doing those pre-recorded edits. Yeah, Catherine. I see you in the chat, and I'm proud of you, girl. I see Catherine. She'll say, I mean, if you have something to say, you'll say it, and I like it. I like that. Hey, Ivy. Speaking of somebody that'll say it if they mean it, there's Ivy. How are you doing? Yeah, wait a minute. Where's Mary Beth? I could have sworn I said hi to her, but I didn't. I went down so fast. You know what? Where is Mary Beth? I was like, stop the presses. I'll email her if she's not in here in a couple minutes. She knows we're here at the same time every night. I was even late. Scooter McBooters. I love that name. That's a funny name. That's a cute name. Yeah. Where is Mary Beth? Haven't seen. Okay. Keep your eyes out. I thought she was in here earlier too. But sometimes I always say, like, you don't, because I don't know, you know what I mean? One of these days I'm going to end up taking one of y'all for granted, and I'm going to not notice you're going to be gone. And I'll be like, where are they at? That makes me nervous. Hey, Tasha. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Cynthia. Welcome in, everybody. We're just wondering where one of our other halves are. One of our other halves. She's our girl. Okay, so I wanted to show you a couple videos about Bullhorn Betty. Just to, it's Saturday, and sometimes you just need to laugh a little bit before you talk about something that's not so laughable. So that's what we're going to do tonight. after watching the Betty live and her sick and the other one before that, I need money, and I literally I go to my live. I told you this already. I went yesterday. I went to my live tab, just regular live tab, and there she is. So I poked on her little live, and as soon as I walk in, she's just drilling people saying she needs all this money and send it to her Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, because YouTube takes a percentage, and I mean all the things. I was like, I'm like, Betty. I'm like yelling at the computer or the iPad, Betty. Like she could hear me. I mean, but I'm just like, I don't know. She's something else, but she has on her pink hat. So when she was in Idaho, she caused a stir. I thought after Quentin's case, maybe she was not going to do anything crazy, but she still did. She just didn't do it I guess she didn't do it as often. So maybe that's why I wasn't catching it as much, because when we were doing this Quentin case, we were streaming her hardcore. Like we were just like streaming the whole thing. We were just streaming the whole crazy process. And the next video I'm going to show you is going to be from somebody that's has passed, and they actually were one of the first people that ever one of the first people ever become a member of my channel. So, and that video is chef's kiss because it sums up Betty perfect. But so does this one. So this was from Queen D. I'm going to drop the link to this video in the chat. I just happened to be looking for the one where she gets cussed out. You can see where my search is. And Bullhorn Betty gets cussed out in Idaho. I didn't even spell cussed out right. Because she does. So there's this guy that's driving around in Idaho, and he has this American flag on his car. He's from Idaho. He's a small town guy. He's sick of Betty being on his street. He's done had it with her. I don't know how long she had been out there at this point. I forget the exact, how long she had been out there. I don't think she had even been out there that long, but he just wasn't having it. He wasn't. So he tells her, what's up? It says Betty spitting on a citizen of Moscow, Idaho, outside the home of the slain college students. Oh, she actually has, let's read her. She has a little description here. I'll read it to you guys so you can get so you'll know what you're going to watch. Bullhorn Betty and Chronicles of Olivia decided to take a trip to get footage of the house the college students in Idaho were tragically murdered in. While standing outside, Betty is approached by someone who asked her a question, and she immediately got defensive and started yelling. Bullhorn Betty then decided to tell him to get the F out of her face, and she spits at him. That was not only disgusting and disrespectful, it could have very well been an assault charge. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and then the original stream's there too. So if you go to this page, you'll be able to see the whole original stream. So right now you're going to see, this is Olivia videotaping this.
He's yelling at the media. He's yelling.
Shut the fuck up and get the hell out of my face! I did not spit on you.
So this guy is
I wonder if I could put the closed captioning on.
causing trouble. He's yelling.
Why talking in my camera?
She said by talking into my
He's
camera.
yelling.
Over there, sir. Shut the fuck up and get the hell out of my face!
He says F and Bullhorn Betty. Is that what he says?
I did not spit on you.
So this guy is causing trouble. He's
I think someone
yelling.
else had footage of this too. There's the other footage. Okay. The woke went broke is a joke. Wow.
Spit on me then? You wanted to see charges or something? You don't better spit on me? I didn't see anything. You wanted to see charges? I was sitting in my patrol car.
This bitch spit on me.
Okay, well, if you go far enough down there, I got other officers.
That fucking
take care
bitch
of it.
spit on me. And she's supposed to be fucking professional.
You wanted to see
Professional.
charges.
Yes.
Okay, well, then we need to investigate it. And I need to get
I mean, look at her hat. It says it all. Her little
We got multiple cameras
beanie.
here, so we can review stuff.
You didn't spit on me?
I didn't spit on you. I spit at you. Sure the hell did.
I spit at you
You spit on the fucking vehicle.
right in front of the car.
Why don't you get out of here?
I'm not
For
bullying
security.
You have the right to be here just as much as you, sir. Okay.
Oh, he's being He's being rude.
He's sick of people being in his town.
Get out of the way.
Bye. God bless you. God bless you.
Now, most of the people of Moscow, sorry, my eyelids itching. Most of the people in Moscow, they let people come into their community and they were fine with it. You know, they were fine with most people. But this guy in particular, he's the one that went after JLR too. So I can't say too much about him, but she shouldn't have done what she did. I mean, she was definitely not being very ladylike there, like at all. You should have just ignored him. I don't understand. I mean, yeah, that's what I read this side.
He's yelling at
He's got his big American flag above the top of it there. See it waving?
Why talking in my camera?
Like, is that legal? How legal is that to have an American flag on the top of your car? Just driving around with it. I mean, if that pole gets loose and it goes in someone's windshield, that could hurt, stock, and kill someone.
He's yelling.
Just screaming at each other.
Shut the fuck up and get the hell out of my face.
They just say the same thing over and over, pretty much. That's all it was just her saying that. Yeah. And she said, I didn't spit on you. I spit at you. What? What? I would never. I mean, that's just me. I would never spit at someone. That's just no. I would do a lot. I would do something with my hands before I'd ever do something with my saliva. Like that's gross. That could be like really bad assault. Like, what if she has some sort of disease and it, you know what I mean? Like, just saying, and then he caught it. Like, not saying like this, or I'm just saying in general, that could happen. It's very low. So gross. But I saw that and I was like, perfect. I knew someone would have that clip. But this one's even better. I hope this one doesn't make me sad. Okay. So Heels in the Air did a video on Bullhorn Betty. And I was listening to this earlier, and there's a clip in here, and she talks about how she feels about people interviewing family members of like victims and of missing kids. And I thought it was just very ironic. And this came out 11 months ago. And rest in peace, Heels. Last time I listened to her opening song, I was in Queen Bee's live the other day, and it was early in the morning, and I was crying. Like, I was already crying. I was like, are you kidding? I was like, I'm not even out of bed yet, and I was already in tears. So yeah, I'm glad that we have these videos to look back on, because she did so many on Betty, and they're still all there. So, and they should never come down. So we'll listen to her little song in the beginning, just because it's really cute. And I'm gonna drop her link. Anyone wants to go over there? She had the best clip channel right here on YouTube. Still is, in my opinion. She was like one of the first 5 or 10 people to become a member of my chat, and she was like the highest ranking member. And she always came in and supported. You know, I just love that about her.
Figured that this case needs attention, and honestly, I didn't care if we got hated on to get the attention that it needed, or that, you know, it would be successful when we went out there. I just wanted to get eyes on the case. The reason why it's on my
This is Sad Betty
channel is because we've got lazy people out there that refuse to run this case. Ran the case on their freaking channel.
So Headstones and Headlines, pretty much they interviewed the stepfather and the dad and the dad and the stepmom, and it was a case that Betty was working on.
Layla's father and stepmother are on her channel. Her channel, with at the last time I looked, had like literally 200 people in the live. Okay, and that is the most that girl is going to ever be able to do to help this family get any attention for this case. Is that 200 or that little tiny 1,000 views thing? You just put a family up on your channel for financial gain. By the way, financial gain. You're not.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, Heels. Thank you for clipping this. gonna listen to that again. She's talking about putting step parents and parents on their panel for financial gain. But she's saying she's only going to have 1,000 views altogether, 200 in her chat. But she's getting more than that. So is she not doing this for financial gain? Well, let's do her again.
In the live, okay? And that is the most that girl is channel. Layla's father and stepmother are on her channel. Her channel with at the last time I looked had like literally 200 people in the live, okay? And that is the most that girl is going to ever be able to do to help this family get any attention for this case is that 200 or that little tiny 1,000 views thing. You just put a family up on your channel for financial gain, by the way, financial gain. You're not even really helping them, nor would you even get off your butt to go out.
Oh, Petty Betty. Petty Betty. Why don't people call her that? Petty Betty. Because she is. She's petty. Yeah. She said putting the step parent and the parent up on the panel for financial gain. What the hell you doing, girl? What have you been doing? Knock, knock.
Out there and help
Seth Samad in your channel. And you're up there saying, I think Katie had something to do with this. And then he's in the chat saying, yep, in my opinion. I should have clipped that. Why didn't I clip that damn freaking piece? I should have clipped it. I couldn't though at the
search
time.
for their
I don't have
dog.
a phone in my hand.
It's just a money grab for you to put them on your channel. And that is despicable and so hypocritical about these creators. It's not about me being a tragedy pimp. It's about me, people liking the work that we do.
Searching for Layla Santinello, and I was in the woods behind the AmeriCorps Hotel, and it looks like we may have came across the campsite where she was staying. I was unsure if your officers were interested in the location of that.
No, I actually, I saw, I guess, Bullhorn Betty when she did her, little search or whatnot.
Right.
She found some new evidence. It's not new by any means. We were well aware of that evidence 3 days, 4 days into our daughter being missing.
Oh my Betty. Petty Betty. Putting out information is new and the parents already knew about it and you're like bringing it up as brand new evidence. And that was probably behind her hotel room that she was staying at.
Pictures, and it's not her stuff.
I have nothing to say to her. I have nothing to say to that lady. For what she said about my daughter, false accusations about my daughter, she's murdered. She's murdered. I have nothing to say to that lady.
Good for you. Good for them. Good for them not taking the shit. Because, I mean, Seth does it. Betty talks all the time about Sebastian in the past tense. He's not here, if we find him in the woods, whatever it may be. So at least those parents, they were like, no, not my kid. Like
a little, it was one of those things that just really just burned my grits. Like, how dare you? Do you not realize how hypocritical you look and sound and how butthurt you look when it comes to me? Not just butthurt, but butthurt and jealous. And
this aged really well.
And honey, no matter how you look at it, you will never have what it takes. You'll never be a Bullhorn Betty. And you'll never, ever, ever.
She can't even say her name with a straight face.
Be able to bring $2.2 million or 2.2 million views to any case.
Is that from Chronicle? Is that from the, I'm assuming it's from the Idaho 4 interview that Olivia did. That she was the camera person or whatever.
Oh, okay. Sorry, but you can hate me here on YouTube all day long, but I still have what it takes to get the job done. Because you need Jesus.
Everybody.
You need Jesus.
I want to hear her say that again.
But I still have what it takes to get the job done. Because you need Jesus. You need Jesus.
Someone needs to clip that and make that a sound bite. Like, I don't know, Jay's for Justice or something. She does those little things like the sounds and stuff. I don't do the sounds. I don't know who else does the sounds. Who else does sounds? Yeah, Ladybug. Hey, Nonsense. Welcome in. We were just watching some heels. And don't forget, everyone, go over there and subscribe to her. And I didn't cry, so I'm doing great tonight. I'm doing better than I was last time. Her videos get me. The song gets me. And you're supposed to dance. And I'll be dancing and crying at the same time. I'm like, what are you doing? You need Jesus. Be like, who, Catherine? I miss her videos too. She would have had some banger videos. And this JLR and Bullhorn Betty, this is probably why it's happening, actually. But if she was here, she would be living for this. This is heels all over it. Like, I'm telling you guys. So I was looking, you guys told me the other day when we were watching one of Betty's videos, you were like, have you looked at her community tab? And I was like, no, I haven't looked at it. I've just, I haven't really looked at the community tab. I've just looked at her videos, and I thought that was enough, but apparently not. Apparently she has a lot to say on the community tab over there. She's going to get herself in such a financial, legal bind that her subscribers are not going to be able to pay her way out of it. There are, in my opinion, and I'd have to see her analytics because I don't know, but in my opinion, people that are, she's usually live during the mornings, I thought she was a coffee kind of gal. If you're able to watch her and be in the chat all the time, normally you probably, maybe you don't work. Maybe you're like, you're at home, like retired by now. And I think that a lot of people are giving her either their hard-earned money or they've worked hard their whole life and they earn that money and they're giving that to her. And just don't want to see people getting suckered for anything, because you shouldn't be asking for that. If you grow organically, right, and you get with your views, then you can go and travel anywhere because you get paid for your videos, but she's in a legal battle right now with Queen Bee, and Queen Bee's got the community that's like, we'll back you. Like, we want to give you the money. So they're giving Queen the money to, do her part of the legal fund there. I know that Betty's been editing some of them videos, and I hope that the courts don't find that out, huh, Betty? Because we noticed. She thinks she's been in a legal battle with SF Investigates too. I thought that they were going to court or something, but I'm not 100% sure on that, because I could have sworn that she was suing him for something. She's suing something. She's trying to be like JLR, I guess. You're working on a video. Smacking folks upside the head for what they're doing. Yes, she would have. Yes, she would have. I miss her. It was so funny. She would come in my live and she'd be like, "Hey, girl." And I'm like, "Hey," and everybody in the chat would be like they would look at first, like, because we're just different channels, but I wasn't at first. When I first came out, I still have a loud mouth, but I had a really loud mouth then. She's going to end up getting sued by the wrong person. And I hope that person's Queen Bee, and I hope it stops there. I hope that this can all end quickly. And Katie's already got an extended protection order because Betty's running wherever she's at. Her mom's a secret hideout. I don't know. She's just been popping up with these little live videos here and there just to kind of show us like she's somewhere. There's like a picture above her head. It looks like an older picture. It doesn't look like from a hotel. So I'm not sure where she's at. I think mom's probably, but she's hiding. She's hiding from the law. Now I'm wondering if she's hiding because I wonder if she has I guess because if she gets served, she'll actually have to go to court. I think she's trying to keep it till after the rescue ride. And that's on the 24th. So I think she's trying to, I don't know. She's home in Florida. Oh, okay. But I haven't watched her newest live yet. We're going to watch it here in a minute because I figured I'd watch it with you guys. But yeah, no. So I did see one of these. Well, I heard her talking about the abuses women mentally and physically. Now I haven't seen that. I haven't heard that. Now that's a big accusation, Betty. Petty Betty. That's big. Like, if he did that to you, you don't need to be putting that on the internet. You need to be putting that into a domestic violence hotline number. You need to call your case manager. at your local domestic violence shelter. Like, if that was the case, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Or if that was the case and you made it out and you're like this holy, great woman, Betty, why wouldn't you try to warn Magnolia, like behind the scenes, be like a woman, you know, even if she took your man, you know, you could say, well, he beat the crap out of me, but you didn't do that. She also said that, you know, JLR and SF are working with the Proudfoots. Like, I don't know what she's doing. I think she said SF lied about working for Kylie Rodney's parents. That's what it was. That's what it was. I mean, he's offering to pay up $100,000 to any charity for missing person if she can come up with a time that he ever wanted to work with her. Because Betty's trying to say that SF wanted to work with her. And all the times, all the years that I've known him a couple years now, and I've talked to him for probably a year on Twitter off and on. I would never, ever think that he would ever want to work with Betty. Never. Not for all the money in the world. Not for all the money in the world. I wouldn't want to work with her. But if you missed the first video we played, it was a nice little video she did. It was Betty in full swing in Idaho. I should have got one from Georgia. That's what I should have did. I thought I did, but I didn't. Nope, I didn't. I should have grabbed one from when she was in Georgia. I might have to do that later. Because she's a little crazy. She was in Georgia for the Quentin case. What else did she say? Then the other thing was SF asked her to work with her on the her and Jen Santinello. I'm not really familiar with the case, but she said, I told him I don't work with internet PIs. What? Internet PIs. Crazy. Hey, Loki. Oh, I'm streaming on both. Yeah. You can come up if you want, Loki, Sheila. If you want to, we can talk, because that's what we're heading. We're heading over to Sebastian's stuff. I was going to go over the rescue ride here in a second. Actually, I was going to go over Betty's video, but I'm going to go over the rescue ride after, because I want to kind of separate a little bit. But I do want to go over that because it's just, you know, something for him. And then I do want to go over some of these. So, okay, I have a question for you guys, because maybe I'm losing it, because we've had so many interviews with the parents and everything on YouTube. They did more than one press conference, right? Because to tell you the truth, I only remember watching one, and I can only find one, but I thought that there was more. Was it just the local news? Because I thought they gave us more than just one. But I'll show you the one that we have too. But let's watch Betty first, because she's just, you know, entertainment. Maybe, she hasn't, I'm going to refresh the page. Maybe nope. She hasn't streamed in a day. It's not like Betty to take a day off. Yeah, it's not like her at all. Like 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, she took a day off here, but she streamed like twice this day, 3 times. She must be sick. She sounds sick, but she's literally is spitting garbage too the whole time.
It doesn't.
Before I was like fuming.
I would come live.
Before I was like, went down into this other rabbit hole, you know. And I think her replay, it's on. So I can leave that up for you if you want. Now, we don't want to wish Betty any harm, but does she ever get out of that bed? Like, does she ever get out of a bed? Like, I can't say nothing because I love my bed. I love it so much. But she has a whole house. Is that her comfort spot? I wonder.
Live today and just chat a little bit about Sebastian Rogers, the 15-year-old autistic boy that disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and has not been heard or seen from since. And he was locked in that house. Then I'm going to say locked in that house because that's the description that Katie and Chris, the garbage parents that I'm going to call the garbage parents. It's my opinion, and I'm entitled.
What? I'll get to the Facebook pages later. Maybe we'll do the rest of this stuff. Maybe we'll do the Facebook pages tonight too, because maybe we'll just make this into, and I'll change the thumbnail because she's gonna have me fired up. I already know by the end of this, and I'm so sick of people saying it must be nice to just live your life and not have to go look for your son or anything. It must be nice to not have to worry about where your kid's at. It must be not. It's like. How do you know they're not searching? How do you know how they're feeling? How do you know anything? You don't know shit. You don't know anything because nobody does. None of us know. None of us know. We haven't seen them. Like Chris and Katie haven't been out here. I mean, they really haven't. And I saw it all over the place today. And I can't handle that. That hurts my heart. It hurts my heart just thinking that. I mean, if it comes out and she did something, then I'll say, hey, I was wrong. But to go there without any evidence, absolutely no evidence of a crime being committed, it's Betty saying, Petty Betty saying that Sebastian's dead and Katie did it. I mean, really, that's what she's saying. So why is Seth hanging out with her? Because she thinks his kid's dead. Like, let's be real. So I don't get, that's what I don't get. I think that's why a lot of creators are going over this because we all can't comprehend that. How can a parent stick beside somebody and let them talk and represent them on YouTube and TikTok and everything? And they think the one thing that they hope for is that their kid's alive somewhere and they're going to get them back. This woman thinks your kid's dead and your ex-wife did it. And he says, yep, in my opinion.
Entitled to it. And those garbage parents,
you know what a garbage parent is? Leaving your child after you just get them, talking about her dog, and just leaving them because you have to run from the law. That is not being a good parent, Betty. You're not being a very good dog mom. Where is your dog?
That he went to bed at 9 o'clock and basically evaporated into thin air inside their locked home, their secured locked home that's heavily guarded by Navy, retired Navy people. But somehow this boy managed to get up.
What? We don't even know he was laying down.
Take anything, not take money, not take shoes, not take a jacket, not take his Twitch, not take his phone, not take anything with him, but just poof, vanished into thin air out the front door that nobody saw open or a shadowy figure to go out of. Hey, Tony, it's nice to see you. Emma.
If people could get my front door on camera like that from their home, I would be freaking concerned for my safety. What do you mean? Someone didn't see a shadowy figure coming out the door. That means some other camera would have had to been fixated on their door, pointing at their door, zoomed in or whatever, like to see a shadowy figure. Like, what do you mean, Betty? People don't live like that. This is a neighborhood.
Jenny, Miss Lee, Mama 3. Somebody bought me the snake boots. The snake boots. I just wanted to tell whoever bought them for me, thank you so very much. If you can, reach out to me because I think I grabbed the wrong size. I haven't opened them yet, but I just realized they're men, not women, and they're 8. So I think I needed a 5. But either way, definitely want to get that. I want to thank Miss Rin for everything. And baby's got these little, here it is. She's laying on.
Who the hell is buying Betty's shoes? I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, you guys do not buy this stuff for yourself. Tell me the last time, and you guys are going to say 1984 or something. I bet you in the chat. When was the last time you spent over $150 on a pair of shoes? Put it in the chat. I'll wait. Because you're going to say never. You're going to say, no, my kids needed. No, I didn't do that because or you know what I mean? And it's like she went and bought these. Her subscribers did. Someone bought these for her. A subscriber. I don't get it. Buy her shoes. That's like buy me some toilet paper. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make it. Oh, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna have my own little wish list. It's gonna have toilet paper on it. More toilet paper, maybe a toilet. Just kidding. Thank you. I didn't get to watch all of the video. Is it? I bet it's good. Oh, Betty. Oh, Betty. Betty doing Betty things. Betty doing Betty things.
On it.
We're a minute and 35 in.
These little things.
I'm sorry, Betty was happy there for a minute. She was smiling.
She's got a squirrel, a fox, and something else. I haven't put the other one out yet. So anyways, I don't know what happened. I don't ever get sick, but you know, I was
it's a squirrel, a fox, and I think a possum, because my dogs had them.
At my mom's, and somehow or another, when I got there, I just like a day or two ago, it was, you know, it's been flooded here. You know, everybody keeps trying to make up stuff. I don't know if anybody knows this area, but where my house is right on the outskirts of Sarasota, and we were underwater here, so it made it very difficult to get home. I came home, you know, the outside of the house, the yard's overgrown, so I need to get a lawn guy here. Since I fired my other one, I've got the weed eater. I just got to put it together, and I'm not in any condition to be out there doing.
Who's she fire? The local kid that comes around, tries to mow for $15. What the heck, Betty? And you know that's who it is. It's Florida. People are knocking on people's door all the time, probably saying, "Can I mow your yard?"
Yard work at this moment. I can barely talk, and I feel fine.
That's
I feel
karma.
a little like under the weather, but it's all in my throat. And I thought it started out like a sinus thing because I was having like a sinus headache. And then it kind of started, I started feeling better.
I said the same thing, crazy bitch. I said, yep, 30 feet and it's all it goes. I mean, unfortunately.
Better yesterday. And then this morning I woke up and I felt kind of crummy again, you know? So I don't know what's going on. I'm probably not going to go to the doctor. Everything I've read, it's either a head cold, the flu, strep throat or something. And it sounds like it's going to, you know, it's going to heal on its own within 5 to 7 days. So I'm already through this is my third day. So I'm already halfway through it. So I'm saving myself the $225 for the doctor. Anyways, guys, we are just going to keep going down this road of Sebastian Rogers. We're not going to stop talking about him. We're not going to stop advocating for him. And we're not going to stop searching for this boy and trying to bring him home and reunite him with his father safely. Each passing day that
as soon as he comes home, or if there was or if there was arrest, even if it was Katie Proudfoot and they arrested her tomorrow, Bullhorn Betty would move on to the next case. She wouldn't know more because Leilani Simon's been going to court and we haven't heard a peep. She was in Georgia a couple months ago. I think it might have been for that. I don't know, but she hasn't been doing nothing on that case. She went down there and she made all that noise and had all those made all those problems for those poor people that were just trying to die in their own home. The one person was in hospice. And then, you know, now it's this. Betty.
That hope diminishes quite a bit.
I didn't even read her shirt before.
We hear from Chris McDonough, and our statistics basically are 3 hours. You know, when somebody disappears, we have 3 hours.
I don't think CPS would take Sebastian based on, well, I mean, I guess it depends on what he would say when he would come back. But I mean, they gave faith to Chris for visitation. You know what I mean? I don't think so. So, hey, Thor. Oh, I thought you meant my subs, Roxanne, for a minute. I'm like, what? Your subs, you mean they'd be the one, paying the bill? Yeah. Yeah, they're the ones that paying the bill. Yeah. Like, I mean, it would have to be a damn emergency. I mean, literally, it would literally have to be, I need to fly across the country and I need your help. Vincent's across the country or something. And he's incapacitated. They can't get me over there or something. I don't know. Or I'm just trying to think of like, just the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? Like, I still don't like, I mean, maybe my animal needed surgery or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like, those are valid things. I feel like though, like boots, I need some snake boots. Why haven't you already had a pair of snake boots? You live in Florida. They're just tall boots. Get her some hunter boots. Same price though at that point.
To bring them home safely. 3 hours. We're about to hit 6 months. Okay. From the very beginning, one of the reasons why we were so upset and kind of looking and stink eyeing the Proudfoots is because their behavior does not bode with what we expect from parents that are missing children. Their behavior bode as if they did not give a crap. They didn't care about their son. The mother didn't even shed a tear for him. But they all want us to believe that he walked out this door.
She couldn't even answer the first damn question that was asked of her. I am blind, but I must be really blind. Maybe, I don't know. But when I see Katie Proudfoot in that first interview, and I've only watched it a couple times. I think we watched it twice on the channel. And I think I watched it one time by myself. Like, I just see a hurting, grieving person. Literally, she can't even breathe. Like when she breathes in, it's she's shaking. She's already doing my anxiety goes up. That's why I can't watch them. I feel so bad.
Door.
And then people say stuff about their second interview and how they held hands and they didn't want to be on camera. Well, Seth's first interview, he wasn't on camera. So it's like, wait a minute.
And if he walked out that door, that's fine. Where did he go? And who would he be with? Furthermore, I think it's very, very poor of Nick Barris to put in a post that they are no longer suspects, especially in light of Eric Craddock saying everybody's still a suspect. Everybody.
Did he say that?
I have found out through
maybe that was the part he ended up taking out. Remember, he took out, we read the part where he had Nick had made 2 posts, and I happened to have it before I refreshed it. I had the post, before he edited it.
This process that there is somebody from the Sumner County Sheriff that has been assisting Chris and Katie Proudfoot, and we're going to be demanding an internal investigation into those new revelations. I don't think that what they thought was going to come of all this is what they now expect. We are raising money for legal funds. Obviously, this is not expected. This is malicious. This is malicious prosecution, abusive process. A number of things. We all know it. We all see it. And we have 2 choices here. It's either put our tail between our legs and run away, or we sit here and fight. And that's what we're going to do. So if you guys would like to contribute to that, I want to thank the good-hearted people, the good, kind people here. I did confirm that YouTube, so that's why I don't want to do super chats, but YouTube takes 30%. Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal do not. So just to let you know that we raised, I think it was right around $300.
Has she been taking a page out of the old playbook over there from BJ?
Give or take. I didn't calculate it. Obviously, I'm not feeling too well.
But, seriously, what are we doing? Are we taking notes from each other? Because it's all it's sounding the same. It's starting to sound the same. Like when you go to a restaurant and you have to you hear the same thing from the server, and then they go to the table beside you and you hear them saying the same exact thing to that table, and you're like, oh, that was personal. That's how I feel like when I watch these channels on YouTube. Like true crime, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's all the same. It's like an infomercial in the beginning.
Summarizing, we raised about $300.
Like a pyramid scheme. What MLM do I have to sign up for to get the content?
Yesterday for this. So I just want to thank everybody that participated and volunteered in that. I really do appreciate that.
Mary Beth, you do a lot.
Sebastian Rogers didn't just vanish. Okay. Something happened inside that home, in my opinion. And I'm going to say all this for my opinion. I'm not going to keep saying it's my opinion. This whole fucking channel is my opinion. And if anybody's offended from it, please
I will laugh about that.
Stage right. Okay. I don't.
We're getting to her.
I want you here. I don't need you here. I'm not here for the clicks and the views. We're here for the cases. And it seems like there's more people on YouTube here for the drama than they are for the cases. So I'm going to ask you guys to get the hell out of my chat.
Oh, yeah, that's where I stopped it.
Sebastian Rogers did not.
Guess what? Nobody left her chat. We all stood there.
Just vanish. Something happened that night. It doesn't make sense. His mother's story is very vague in areas that she should have a wealth of detail. For example, when they came home from the Texas Roadhouse.
Played on his Switch, probably.
She was
on the phone with Chris.
Why is this so? Why here 6 months later?
How about this? You get home from the eating. She probably said, go in the bathroom, take a shower, get ready for bed. You have school tomorrow. So that's probably what he was doing. Then he probably played on his Switch. She probably took the Switch away from him, his phone, sat his phone on the counter, whatever, because he don't have the electronics at night, I'm sure, in the room. And she was on the phone with Chris, I'm sure, this whole time doing that. Sebastian, went missing after that. Now, at first, and I still think it could be a possibility of like a bully situation where maybe kids got him to come out of the house and they fought with him and they hurt him. But I also believe highly likely that he ran out. And the more I think about it, if it's something like if he ran out, what if Katie was on the phone with Chris? Sebastian's playing on his Switch and it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or whatever, 9 o'clock, probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, time's over, can't have the Switch anymore. Katie's on the phone. Maybe she needs Chris as that like reinforcement. You know what I mean? Like to help her be strong with taking the devices away. And so maybe Sebastian and her got in an argument and maybe he left because he was upset. I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that could be a possibility. He could have got upset. Maybe Chris got on the phone with him and said something, like said like, hey bud, God put him away. Sorry. No choice, and then he, you never know. I just keep thinking what could have happened? What could have happened? But I mean, there's a possibility that he is out there and he is with somebody, whether that person is, obviously they're keeping him somewhat, if he's still here, they're keeping him alive. So, hey Joneson, I guess the best you could hope for is that someone that cares about him took him, someone that really cares about him. But I don't see Sebastian not coming and telling. Like, that's the other thing too. I don't see Sebastian knowing that he's a missing person and not coming forward and being like, no, I have to tell. I'll get in trouble. Like, to me, he looks like a kid that doesn't want to get in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like he would think I will get in trouble. But with autism, that could cause you to stay away longer too, because of fear of, of like consequence.
Do we not know whether he brushed his teeth or, took a shower?
Katie don't need to tell us everything. And he used three squares of toilet paper when he took a poo. What do you mean? That's not very much, but you know what I mean? Like, Betty.
Or before he went to bed.
What did you do? Everything. What did you do last night, Betty? We want to know everything, all the details, and we want you to tell us. And then we're going to take your words and we're going to twist them. And then we're going to ask you to tell us the story again. And we're going to take those words and say, oh, nope, they didn't match up with this word. You said bump there. You said thud here.
Why do we not know whether Katie took a shower? Because according to her, it didn't even sound like she brushed her damn teeth before she went to bed.
You look like you haven't done
a damn thing with yourself. Fully clothed? Is that why she was fully clothed the next day? There are so many questions that we should not be having questions over.
She had to tell the interviewer that she took her clothes off and got in her pajamas and she went in bed. And then the next morning she took her pajamas off and she got dressed. That's normal people shit, Betty. That's normal people stuff. That's not relevant unless it has to do with Sebastian and his clothing and what he was wearing. My good golly.
Over minor details that Chris and Katie are ready to answer the tough questions. And every time we have tough questions, they give us word salad and protective orders, right? Security, HIPAA, they're bullshit. They're
HIPAA. She called HIPAA bullshit. Okay, Betty, let's release all of your medical documents. Let's do that, Betty, since HIPAA's bullshit. I've heard it all. I think I've heard it all. HIPAA. Can we just take that as her signing all of her rights over for all of her HIPAA and we can just get all of her documents? She is out of her mind. She's out of her mind.
Straight up word salad and protective orders, right? Security, HIPAA, they're bullshit. They're straight up nonsense.
She's hating life.
All the law enforcement channels on here that are covering true crime are, weren't always on our side when it came to our analysis of this case. But you do see a change. You do see, hey, we need to look at Chris and Katie. We need to look at that house. Katie knows more than she's saying. This isn't coming from me. This is coming from people that are experts in their field. Now it came from me, early on, and people were highly upset, and I really didn't care then, and just like I don't care now. We're going to be going through on the 24th. There's going to be a vigil for Sebastian Rogers, a vigil that's being put on by his father. It's to raise money for an animal shelter in Sebastian, or not an animal shelter, animals something or other, an animal cause. I don't want to make a mistake, but an animal.
Do you need help, Betty? Animal shelter? An animal shelter. Like where you got your dog? I thought you got your dog at the animal shelter. She steal that dog?
Animal cause that is near and dear to Sebastian. And so...
is it like a cat? Is it like a cat one for like cats? Because he loves cats? Because there's more.
I'm very excited. It sounds like it's going to be a motorcycle ride. It sounds like it's going to be at a private property location, and there's going to be
private property location. Do you want to see that private property location? Let me just show you. Let me just take you on over to the Fallen Brewery. Anybody want to drink? Because that's where I would have a whole bunch of, like, let's go ride our motorcycles, get drunk a little bit, get a buzz. Let's meet at the bar for a child's ride. I'm sorry. This is my own personal opinion coming out. Yeah, let's just meet at the bar. I'm sorry. That just doesn't look good. I mean, I would probably want to drink, but I wouldn't. I mean, I don't drink, but I want to drink now because I'm looking at it. That's why I don't go to bars. That's why I don't go to bars. But who meets up at the local brewery? There's so many places to meet up. Like you can meet at parks, you can meet anything like that. Like just the school, the damn JCPenney parking lot. I don't know about the Penny's parking lot, but you know what I mean. I'm just like, what is going on here, people? And I thought Betty was putting this show on. I thought this was her thing. I guess not, because it says someone else is putting it on. Let me go back, actually, tell you. Because I wanted to tell you about it anyway. It's going to be at the Fallen Brewery. It has 45 people have responded. 16 people responded going. 29 are interested. Ooh. And that is coming up. That's not very good numbers. I don't know how maybe more people show. I don't know. I keep saying JCPenney's tonight too. This is the second time I've referenced JCPenney's. I don't know why. I haven't been to a Penny's in forever. Actually, I lied. When I got my hair, remember when I got my hair done and they jacked it up? That was a Penny salon. Don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. My sister-in-law is a beautician. I should have known better. My hair's going to look like Betty if I ever go back here. That's probably where she got a haircut. I'm not trying to be mean. Don't go to Penny.
Food. Free food as well. So that's always a benefit. If you guys are there from a good place, please come out and join us. I will be there. So if you guys would like to help support the Bullhorn Betty show and the Bullhorn Betty channel and the coffee club, please come out.
Think about it like this, Aries, because we don't know Katie, but so you said, who saw Sebastian last? What if my nephew came over to my house? And you know me, Aries, from being on YouTube a little bit. And my nephew came over and he went missing. And I was the last person to see him. And I said, I went to bed and I woke up and he was gone. Would you guys all be coming after me? Would y'all think Tanya did it? She didn't. Because you know me, you don't know me, I wouldn't do nothing like that. But I mean, that's what we kind of have to put our trust in that a little bit, just like it sucks, but I mean, you do. And I haven't seen Katie do anything wrong. And like Chris speaking for Katie, I've heard a lot of people say like stuff like, let her speak. Heck no. You know what? Today I was at the Sam's Club. Okay. I was at Sam's Club today and we went to cash out and Vincent was like, I wanted a soft pretzel. And I always get it with just plain because I don't like butter. I don't like the butter on it. I like water pretzels, not butter. And so he usually orders everything. I'm going to tell you now, I was standing in line at the food place. I didn't even know what our order was. And it's so simple. It's just a piece of pizza, a drink for him, and then a little frozen yogurt for me and a pretzel. That's it. Right. And I just get it plain because I'll put like salt on it myself if I need to. But I was standing in line and I'm like, it's been almost 9 years since I've ordered food for myself. I'm pretty sure it's been 9 years. Maybe I'm going to give myself a handful of times. Even when we go out to eat, like I'll tell Vincent and he'll order for me. I just like him to do it. I don't know. And I'm usually, I used to be an extrovert, but I'm so introverted now. So what I'm saying is I would have Vincent talk for me. You know, like if this was my child, I would have called him first. I would do the things that Katie does. And I don't know, maybe that's why I look at it a little differently. I see other people like, you know, like other people, you know, especially, you know, the mama bears out there that are like, you know, no, I wouldn't leave the house. I wouldn't do any of that. I don't know. I mean, put yourself in that position. If you know what's coming, like JLR, Bullhorn Betty, you know, I mean, if someone warns you, I would probably peace out.
We're also doing the gathering of voices at Sumner County Sheriff. We're still working out on the details.
That's what she's doing. Gathering of voices.
All on that.
Except for her voice, because it's almost gone.
What Sebastian inspires help unwanted animals.
Oh, Roxanne, I'm sorry.
Unwanted animals, yeah. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I'm sure I will. This can't last for too long. You know, I've never been sick before. And I've been taking my vitamin D. But see, I forgot to take my
Clearly you're lacking the vitamin D, Betty. What does she say?
Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I'm sure I will. This can't last for too long. You know, I've never been sick before.
She's never been sick before. Okay. Betty, get your mom on the phone. I'm going to call liar, pants on fire. We've all been sick. There's nobody, I don't even think there's anybody in the world that's never been sick. Like what? Crafty girl, would that be something? I'm getting ready to go get my flu shot tomorrow. I already have it scheduled 2:30. I don't mess around.
And I've been taking my vitamin.
And it's just because my mom asked me one year if I had got my flu shot, and I was like, no. And I went and got it because I knew if I didn't get it, I would get the flu because your mom's always right. So I get it every year for her.
Vitamin D. But see, I forgot to take my my vitamins with me. My vitamins are still in the living room. And my plant died. My plant finally died. It was finally starting to bloom. And it was good, but I forgot to tell my neighbor when he was bringing in all my mail. Which, by the way, I had like a whole living room of boxes.
She didn't.
So thank you all for that.
Who is she getting to send her this stuff? What is she getting? Snake boots? Other than snake boots, what else you getting, Betty?
I haven't had a chance to go through all of them yet.
We want a PR haul.
No, I'm not.
We want a haul video, Betty.
I'm going to go through all the putting stuff on my feet and all this other
stuff. We ask her for a haul video.
When I get sick, I just write it out. I'm not sick very often, so it's not like it's, and like I said, I'm not really feeling too horrible. It's just all in my throat and in my chest. So it sounds worse than I feel, to be honest with you. It does. But either way, I'm fine, you know.
Right, TJ.
And I got little shit. She's happy. She back with mommy.
That don't
and all she wants to do is sleep. All she wants to do is sleep.
Her mom probably took good care of her.
Had a great time though. Poor Binks. I feel so bad for poor Binks. Apparently, Binks and her really kind of got into it. Like, not got into it like that. They were playing, but they played rough. He's almost like he's only 9 months old, and he's like 5 times the size of Delilah. He's I think.
So approximately the size of a Pomeranian or larger. But you were so scared of your neighbor's little Pomeranian dogs, but you're going to leave your dog with a dog that's 5 times the size of it. We got you, Betty. Loud and clear.
Part Maine Coon.
Loud and clear, Betty.
But he's growing. Like, even his darn paws, that cat's paws are freaking bigger than a dog's paws, you know? So, could be germs.
Could be germs.
Oh, good gracious. He spent 5 days to wait to do that.
Oh, I think someone asking her if she had COVID.
Some people there's just no common sense for people.
Man, people need to highlight the comments when they're bad like that. Put them on the screen so I can, or read them out loud so I know what they're saying.
I think we have more children on here and they wonder why their children are acting up so much. Well, maybe you're leading by example.
Whose children are acting up?
So I really haven't gone through a whole lot. I've gotten a lot of emails from you. Case law. You guys have been sending me a lot of case law. Thank you for all of that. Less research I have to do. And yes, thank you. Thank you, Sonia.
They're like, please let us give you the facts. And Sonia, can't forget her number one.
So what we're going to discuss today is the fact.
Sonia, sorry, I keep pausing it, but Sonia's her number one girl, right? But she doesn't work, but she said a couple lives ago that she doesn't work with girls. She doesn't like girls.
That we're still doing mapping. We're looking for bridges. You know, I've talked to several people here recently that are in the military, and they're telling me to look in the waters. They're telling me the water. They said, you don't know if it's a bag or, you know, what else it could possibly be, but they say to look in the water. So I think we need to start looking at bridges. Unless we can find that Chris had access to a boat, I think we need to be looking at bridges when it comes to this. So if you'd like to donate, yes. I'm going to email you, hun, because I'm confused about what Emma Louise is talking about. Go to Emma. Hey, Emma, by the way. Hey, car guy. It's nice to see you.
No need to email for that, right? I mean, you're going to email me because you have a problem with someone in my chat?
You. I can't find Emma, so I don't know either. There it is. If there's one set up, it needs reporting as being fake. One set up. There's one set. I don't know what you're talking about, Emma. Sebastian, yes, that's. Sorry, guys, I'm a little slow. I'm trying to read this stuff as well. I'm thinking Memphis or Mississippi. That's what I thought too, Jennifer. But I went out there and I realized very quickly that Chris has not been out in that area long enough to feel comfortable. He was there, I think, maybe not even 2 months. And maybe I-40. Maybe I-40, but I don't think it would carry on into Memphis. I think we're looking a little closer to home. I've been reading
like across the street
several
That's
true crime
searching.
Stories. And one thing that is notable across all of them is that the person wasn't that far from where they were last seen. And I have to believe that people still function at a habit. And I'm telling you, I don't know why I have this. It's like this gut instinct of White House more so than anybody else. And I feel like because I say it out loud that I must be very far off base, but for whatever reason, like the White House community is really calling my name. This is where Chris spent absolutely the most time growing up. This would have been his absolute comfort zone. But, you know, the Gallatin area, I just don't feel Hendersonville is it. I feel like he's away from his home, but not so far that it's Memphis, if you get my drift.
Wonder if Seth's in the chat over here, you know, catching that drift that she's flowing so freely about. Because I love it when he's in the chat, you know, just chatting it up. And then she's going, yeah, Sebastian's like, she's literally saying he's not here. And they all do it. T-Rev, Spirit Box. Same thing. Oh, speaking of which, he came out with another video. He was live last night too. Oh my Lord. It was bad. I didn't go in, but.
Some psychics think he's in the water or that well house at Castle Rock. They can't get in here to search. Yeah. And then not only that, but somebody was talking about some of the psychics were saying, and actually a lot of the psychics were coming up with some of the same readings, which was a little odd, that there's a pier. And somebody actually sent me a screenshot of a map place that was in the area that I think it should be in. And there was a boat dock, and there was a bridge that you could go over as well. And because a lot of people were saying there's a boat dock. So somebody did send me something that did. I haven't watched the psychic stuff yet. I haven't had time. But people summarized that for me. And when they summarized that for me, it's a descriptive, a visual descriptive statements. And they said he was in like 20 or 30 foot of water, that there's a boat dock. And I still think that there's this bridge, and they talk about a bag. And I kept thinking, I don't know why. It wasn't until I was talking about something big. I feel like something big is missing from their house, like a suitcase, a Tupperware, like a Rubbermaid Tupperware container.
Betty, the cops are already going to know what they have and what you don't think the officers and investigators did all of this in February, early March? Betty, you're not that dumb. You can't, you surely cannot be. You surely cannot be. Surely not. Get her out of true crime. Seriously, like maybe we need to make it to where you have to have some sort of a degree in criminal law or something to be talking about it. I mean, I won't talk about the law no more, but I'll talk about criminal justice and applied science all day. I got my degree. But maybe you got, I mean, man, Betty, maybe there needs to be like something flashing on the sides that says like not factual.
Or some type of bag that's big enough that Sebastian could fit in.
Wonder what bag she's talking about.
And that upset people, and I really don't care. I don't mind it offending people. We're sitting here trying to find out all possibilities of what could have happened to Sebastian Rogers. And that's when one of the audience members talked about this pickle bag. And I'm like, what the hell is
okay. If there's a possibility, then there's a possibility that you took him, Betty. There's a possibility of that. If you're going to say there's a possibility that he was thrown in a pickle bag, thrown over, heaved over a freaking shoulder of somebody, then put into a vehicle, not seen though. Okay, you can't see a shadow, but you don't see a shadow. So you're definitely not going to see the car though, right? Betty, if anyone left with him in the car that night, right? It's going to be on that little video camera that you're talking about that didn't get him at the door. Like, I don't get her. I don't get her. I don't get you, Betty. You have 2 minutes.
And so they sent me a picture of this sea bag, what other people refer to as a sea bag. And the sea bag is meant to hold a significant amount of weight. It's a very large bag that can be hoisted on the seaman's shoulders. And it is designed that the person can carry heavy things on their back with one person instead of having to have two people. And that became very interesting to me. And so I was running stories about that. And it doesn't sound like anybody can ask.
Betty, she thinks that she put him in this. And she just put that up on her shoulders. I guess maybe threw it in the boot or the trunk, whatever you want to call it, the back seat. I don't know. Maybe she put it in the front seat. I don't know. Maybe she just carried it, put on her boots. Maybe she's put her whole camo gear on so that she couldn't be seen. That could be why she wasn't seen on video, because she was in camouflage, because she's military. It makes so much more sense now. And I'm just kidding. I'm just really kidding about that. I know most of you guys will know, but someone will come in here not know. And they'll be like, well, my gosh, she's crazy over there. But no, like, seriously, that's just a little much, you know? It's a little much, Betty.
Ascertain or put their finger on when the last time they've ever seen Katie with that bag. And from my understanding from the military family is that...
How long has Katie been out of the military? Who gives a damn about a bag? It's probably in the attic or the crawl space where they're probably hiding Sebastian, where everyone thinks they're hiding him.
That bag is coveted. When they've retired, many people have used that bag many times after, they've retired, that it is a good, durable, weather-tight bag. And nobody would, in the right mind, would get rid of it because a bag like that costs a lot of money to purchase it. So I've been questioning whether that bag is there, and I don't know if it is or not. And I haven't gotten, an answer one way or another whether it is. So if anybody knows, please let me know. I have no idea who knows these people and who doesn't. But if you'd like to share your story, please reach out to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. bullhornbetty@gmail.com. For right now, I'm going to let you guys go. I just want you guys to know that I'm home. I'm home safe. I'm sick. I'm under the weather. And I'm going to kind of nurse myself while I study for my upcoming court hearings with
got something good.
Fat whale of a mouth that I'm content.
Betty, you're done. We're done with you. We're done with you, Betty. We're done with you, Betty. Okay, so this is what I've been waiting on. Okay, so T-Rev, our boy T-Rev, he decided that he was going to. Well, I thought everyone knew this, but I guess people didn't know. He had been faking phone calls for his live call-in shows. I mean, if the same creator is getting all these really good callers and they're always getting through on his so busy line, I mean, side eye it. Well, T-Rev came back with a new song, a new video. We're gonna watch it. But I knew there would be a reaction because he came back and he's saying, welcome the king of true crime back or something like that. And I think I was in Jones's live and I was like, oh shit, it was Jones's. And I was like, there is a creator. I don't know if you saw the comment at the time because I was like, there's a creator called True Crime King. I said, wait till he finds out about this because he's kind of a, like a clip channel in a way, not like a clip channel. Yeah. Like I don't know. This is how I know him. Okay. I know this person. Okay. So I'm going to show you because he put out a video. He put out a video on T-Rev. I knew it was going to happen. I was just sitting here patiently waiting on this to happen. But, what if he put out any videos or just alive? Okay. That's 5 hours ago. Okay. So then home, it says right here, T-Rev is a clown. Streamed 25 minutes ago, 47 minutes long. Tries to copy the king. I knew it. I knew it was going to come out. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was. And I'm here for it. I'm totally here for this mess. I am because I mean, I need it. We need these laughs in our life. I hope I try to change my title of my video at least. I need to get my thumbnail changed on there because I was going to go a different route tonight, but this is just too good. To not address. T-Rev 757. Okay. So here he is back in all of his glory. Where is this video? When he came, is this it? I think it might be this one. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. The power of AI. It's so funny. Yeah, crazy bitch. You're right. Yeah, just like Dolly. Dolly with the thumbnails. It's like, come on, guys. You know. Well, T-Rev did that for 9 days straight one time. He wore, because I saw you saying he wore a shirt. He put the same thumbnail and it said possible Sebastian sighting for 9 days. Didn't even change the thumbnail. I'm like, come on, I can't even change the thumbnail. He is wearing a shirt. He is. And he put one back on the cover. So he must have heard me again. I made fun of him one time because he went on live without a shirt on. And I thought it was funny. And we just giggled about it. That's all. I just giggled. And he came in my chat and was like, talking about me. I said, oh, yeah, you want to come up? He left. He left.
Oh my God, he's back!
So think he's been off the platform for 2 months, and this is it. This is what we get. Where's the apology? Where's the I messed up? This is what happened. I was wrong. I did this.
Are you guys ready for the return of the king of true crime?
As soon as I heard that,
there's been a lot of talks about him on the streets. I'm sure you've heard about it.
What did he say? He weighed 120. Sorry.
Are you guys ready for the return of the king of true crime?
Last year at this time, I weighed 229 pounds. I'm now 157. Okay. Is he going to tell us he's sick?
There's been a lot of talks about
because he's already been saying that for years too.
Him on the streets. I'm sure you've heard about it.
T-Rev, get the hell out of here. You suck.
Oh, he don't have a shirt on. Sorry.
No more.
Shut up, bitch. I'm sure you've heard the chatter, the haters,
the haters
out there doubting the Rev Game family. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special episode coming in. We have a special episode. Make sure you tune in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bells for the return of the True Crime King, T-Rev 757. The King returns. Are you ready?
I'm sorry. That was loud. I'm sorry. Oh man, that was too good. Too good. Well, someone made a video. Who was that did that? Someone made an awesome AI generated video, and like the words and everything they're great. It was about, I think, BJ or something. But I was like, oh my gosh, and they're like the power of AI. And I'm like, yeah, the power of AI. I saw something else on AI today. It was like a video, and it looked like Leonardo DiCaprio, and I guess it wasn't him. And I thought it was. I mean, it was his AI person. I'm just like, I don't like AI. Oh man. I knew something was up when that Brian Kohlberger call came in. I was like, no. I mean, I still side-eye people when they say people send me an email. I got an email today. I side-eye people all the time for that, even though I know it does happen. Because I used to not believe that happened. So True Crime King, we'll see what he has to say in the beginning. We'll see what he's doing over here. So this is True Crime King. He's already had the name. Now now how I know him, I just know him from like Kylie Rodney a little bit here and there. Like I've never watched his channel per se, but I did watch, I lied. I watched a couple of his videos pertaining to JB Gunner because he's the creator that exposed all of that stuff with JB beating his girlfriend on a live stream and all of that. And then coming back and live streaming. And he put out a lot of the racial stuff. That this was like a while back before the Cluminati, way before anything with Cluminati. This was like I don't know, last year. He has something right here, 11 months ago. Yeah. So yeah, 11 months ago. So that's how long this has been going on. That's how long I knew about JB Gunner too. But let's see what he has to say. It should be funny. Yeah. So he usually, I think, sits in like his bedroom or whatever. And he has like a TV beside him, maybe, or a computer monitor he like goes off of. He doesn't have like a StreamYard, I don't think. Unless he's switched it up. He might have. I'm going to put him on a little faster. We'll just see what he has to say for a few minutes.
I know I just been new live. I'm waiting for everybody to come back.
I'm going to drop his link.
This is going to be great, though.
Video.
Just give me that. We are going to be talking about the copycat T-Rev.
He got popular off of YouTube Shorts. If you guys are creators and you're in the chat, YouTube Shorts, y'all, get a hold of me. We'll talk. I'll give you some ideas and you can give me some ideas for shorts. They literally will skyrocket your channel growth. Your channel growth will he had, I think like 4,000 subscribers or something. And within it was within like 2 videos, he got up to like 15 because he had like 3.9K or million on one video. And it was like, and the video short was him. It wasn't even like, it was like him recording like the computer screen with his phone. Like it wasn't nothing special. I was like, what? I mean, it's amazing what those video shorts can do for you.
Copycat T-Rev that thinks he's a gangster. He's white. But
that just makes me laugh.
It's going to be a great live. Hold on.
He's just kind of simple.
Actually, let me play my song first. Hold on.
He's going to play a song, so we'll go past the song. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we don't want to listen to your song. He's got a song too, I guess. Maybe it's about T-Rev. Is it?
At least 7 years. At least.
Let's go back a little bit. What do you say?
But I really wanted to come on tonight just to talk about this fucking T-Rev clown. Like I looked on his channel, and he's literally been doing this for at least 7 years. At least.
That's a long time.
Probably closer to 10. You know, that's why he's got so many fucking subscribers. I can't even believe there's 70,000 people subscribed to this guy. What's up, Patty?
We'll go up a little bit.
Yeah, I know, but it is a good intro.
Let's go in a little bit.
It's real good.
I don't even want to know. I'm about to get up on it and just show you.
Hold on, what was that? T-Rev, haters love me. You and I. Haters love me. Okay. You fucking dumbass.
Wanted and just show you how to go. I've been murdering mics when I come with the flows. Yeah. My baby's snowing.
Oh, you're just gonna review his music, I think.
So he's sitting in front of an out-of-ground pool.
Oh, here, there we go. Yeah.
T-Rev, fix your fucking teeth, man. I mean, wow.
I don't know what mine's like. So
I think this one's missing. I
don't know why it's so like dark.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's because he's paused. That's why. I'm like, he's paused on the video. That's why. I don't care about his teeth problems. We all have teeth problems, I feel like, in this. I feel like everybody on YouTube, we've all got dental problems. Like, seriously. I don't know if it's because we talk too damn much or what. But he's got pretty teeth. True Crime King down here.
Looking busted like the window on a Tahoe. I'm on the raise the roof if you want to taste the boot.
Shorty looking fine.
So, I mean, T-Rev, he came up. This was his old crib over here somewhere.
Window busted like a Tahoe. What?
Put a rapper in a seat like a kid that goes to school. Competition was the cricket bar shorter than a midget. When I open up your top, I ain't
shorter than a midget. T-Rev, he's pretty short. He can't be taller than 5'6". And then he said he used to weigh what, like 200 something. And then he says he weighs 157 pounds now. That's literally.
Wow. I didn't even think about that. I almost weigh as much as T-Rev.
You know, like a woman's weight.
Yeah, it is a woman's weight.
I can tell you right now.
I'm a size 8, 6'8".
That's not a man's weight. That is a teenager.
T-Rev, you need to gain some weight. You need to get like this again.
Nature's weight.
Talk about some titties.
It's the stress, buddy. That's what's doing it to you. That's the weight loss. It's the stress, man.
I've been vibing on the beats, climbing up the ladder, looking at the stars, reaching for my dreams. Hustle so hard, I can see it in my sleep. I am one step away, never looking at the feet. I've been a man on a mission ever since I was born. Came out my mom with a microphone attached to a sword. What that really means is I am prepared for it.
Who's in charge of the background here? I mean, we could have cleaned this background up a little.
I fuck with the gang 'cause we're stomping all heads in the floor. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Rabbit, that's what I'm saying.
What up, baby?
There's a whole creator that did a whole video series on him. He would still be going hard if he was here. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about John, because he did things like I wouldn't have done, but he did things. And he unfortunately had to leave the app because he had a death in his family. His son actually passed away. Not the son that was on the lives with him, like that would help him with his lives, but his older son, I guess. So. And he hasn't come back, and I hope he's doing okay. And he's in Florida right now too, so I hope that I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah.
And if you want to know about that whole situation, Detective John was the co-host of T-Rev for a short period of time during the Idaho thing, like Idaho murders, and he was during all of that. So T-Rev had this detective on his show, so everybody wanted to tune in to hear what this detective had to say, right? And then come to find out that detective wasn't maybe so much of a detective. I don't know, though. I don't know.
You ever had something that meant so much to you, meant so much? You never wanted to let it go.
It's coming out of the forest.
Me and you mean forever. I don't ever want to lose you because you mean so much to me. I said you reached into my soul.
Did he just change songs?
Oh, and you covered up that hole. I never knew that you were meant for me. It's like you took what was broken, you put it back together. No one living in misery. When we talked the first night, you made me lose my mind, and now I'm thinking about forever together. You and I wanna hold you in my arms till you take your last breath. Even when we go to heaven, we'll be together in death. Yeah, lately I've been waking up with you on my mind. A day without you would feel like the day.
Why do all backyard rappers sound the same? I mean, the same exact. Like you put a blindfold on me and I would tell you they're all the same.
I'm gonna die.
And I like rap music.
You're always on my mind.
Hold on. I even tagged T-Rev
No, you didn't.
in my last video when I called him out, just to make sure that I know that he's going to see it. And
well, I should tag him in your comments.
Or not. T-Rev, do you have the balls? I mean, you literally are copying everything I do and say, right? You're trying to call yourself the True Crime King. You fucking clown. Your name's T-Rev 757. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? No one knows what the fuck that means, right? No wonder you're trying to use my name because your name's
two grown men. Just think about it. Two grown men fighting over the name True Crime King. It makes me laugh. It makes me giggle. I mean, you gotta giggle.
T-Rev, like a fucking T-Rex.
I gotta put these guys on my thumbnail now.
And you think you're black. I used to watch his live shows, the entertainment. Oh yeah, hold on. Didn't he faked his callers, right? didn't he fake his call or something? 757 is his area code for Virginia. Okay, so he actually is close to me then. T-Rev, I'm in Maryland. I'm close to DC. We can meet up. You clown.
Where's a picture of Betty at?
He was actually listening to Granny's watching the day smoke. Called in to confess. Wow. Yeah, no, I heard he got into a big thing because he was faking fucking calls. Maybe he lives in Henderson. Oh, fuck. He lives in Tennessee now. Okay. Fuck, still. We can meet halfway.
I'm just trying to change this really quick.
This fucking clown.
Well, I guess he don't like
I'll
me.
never tell a lie. I want to share my life with you until the day I die. Even when we're in the sky, we'll be shining so bright that we're lighting up the sky. And we'll touch another life. See what you feel alive. Girl, I'll never make you cry. Ever since I met you, baby, you've been opening my eyes. Seeing you with other guys. Blah, 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 blah.
I can't listen to that anymore. Sorry. Let me see what else. Let's see what else he's got. Okay, so this is the clip where obviously this clip where he uses my name has the most views on his channel in the last 3 months. This 59-second clip. Watch this, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my God, he's back.
Hold on. Is this? I just want to make sure this is shared. Okay, it is.
I think it's going to show the thing. I'm just trying to make this really quick.
ladies and gentlemen,
All these frauds getting. I know.
are you guys ready for
They know I'm going to call them out.
There's been a lot of talks.
Last year at this time, I weighed 229 pounds. I'm now 157 pounds. T-Rev, first of all, if that's really 157 pounds, that's women's weight. That's a lie. You're probably 175 right here.
About him on the streets, I'm sure you heard about it.
T-Rev, get the hell out of here. You suck. You shouldn't.
And look at this chain, right? This is obviously a fake chain. If this was actually real gold, right, this would be costing tens of thousands of dollars if that was real gold, right? It's obviously not real gold. If you go to Social Blade, you'll see T-Rev doesn't make any money off YouTube.
Man, you're going hard on T-Rev.
I'm sure you heard the chatter, the haters, and everybody out there doubting the Rev Game family. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special episode coming in. We have a special episode. Make sure you tune in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bells for the return of the True Crime King.
The True Crime King, right? And this guy wants to act like he's never heard of me before, right? When Crime Circus is fucking putting videos of me out with all these people. I mean, Jay, it's just ridiculous. He's gonna act like he's never heard of me. I guarantee that's gonna be his.
Probably hasn't heard of
if he ever does respond, right? Because I guarantee you, he probably won't.
He probably hasn't really heard of him though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he has. Maybe he hasn't. I was trying to make a new thumbnail really quick while we were listening to him, but it wasn't working out for me that well. There we go. It just looks kind of Let me change this color or something. I don't know. So what does everybody think about T-Rev coming back on the scene? Acting like nothing, nothing happened. Nothing's going on. Nothing to see here. Just, going about my business as usual. I don't know about that. I don't know. His chat wasn't very full last night whenever I saw it. I mean, that was kind of reassuring in a way because I feel like people need to know that he's putting out a bunch of lies. And it's a lot of bull crap, a lot of manufactured shit, you could say. And I don't know. People will learn in due time, but it just sucks when people don't listen. Like you're trying to help and you're trying to tell them so that they don't make the same mistakes as other people made. And then they, some people just have to learn on their own, that's all. But let me see what you guys are saying. I was just trying to be on this I was on the other page. I couldn't see you guys there. Once a fraud, always a fraud. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think this is what's going to happen is this, and this is what always happens. And I said, I gave it a month, I think. And he actually was gone for like 2 months, but I said, give it a couple months and he's going to be back on just like nothing happened, going about his regular business. Really? 2/3 mods? That's so funny, Linda, because Linda Lane, I love the name. Linda Lane. That's so funny. So whenever I didn't go in, but I went over, I saw it on like the live tab. So I saw on the live tab and I was like, oh, he had like 235 in his chat. But he usually has thousands in there right now because of Sebastian. He's not doing the Sebastian case at all. I didn't see anyway. Maybe he's just trying to stay away from it because, he knows he's bullcrap. Let's see. Okay, we'll make this little thumbnail real quick and I'll upload it. And you guys have any questions? Let me see. I feel like I'm not like in the chat that well. I'll do this when we're done. I don't think it's a big deal. There was 235 in there. That's all that was in there when I saw, and he was like an hour or so deep. Like he was in there pretty deep, like in. And I mean, I think that's a good number, but for what he normally has, he was having up to like 3,000 in his chat for Sebastian's case. And, we talk about Sebastian's case. Obviously we talk about Sebastian's case on this channel, but we only talk about usually the facts of his case. We just now kind of went into the Bullhorn side of it. And that's just because after all the stuff that we hear and all the stuff we'd have to like debunk and go over on every live just to get caught back up with the Sebastian Rogers case, it's good just to kind of have a giggle, just a little giggle. I want to see if he drops that phone number in the chat. Was that him? I was trying to call someone when I was so mad. It was either him or Dolly. Now I can't remember which one of them was. I think it was Dolly. I was upset. I forgot. I don't even know. I was telling you, Dolly. I don't even know what it was about, but it was something about, Sebastian Rogers. I don't know. I heard something somewhere, something. I'm one of those people. I'm reactive. It's not like I'm an instant reactor. Like I'm learning in my older age to not be an instant reactor. I normally like if I like want to if I get really like upset, I'll go, if I have to go to the community tab, if I want to go to the community tab and like say something, just yell off something crazy, instead of doing that, I put it in my notes and then I hold it for 24 hours. And then if I still feel the same way, post that shit, because that means you really mean it. And Vincent helps a lot too. He's like calm. He's so calm. He keeps me calm. Who left phone? Oh, who left phones at Athena's? Limited number duplicate. I like it. I've only seen the one. I think it's funny because Linda Lane, that's the footage that sent me over the edge on my YouTube. Oh man, that day was crazy. I can't watch videos of stuff like that. Overlays. I came in, I think when you come in on a case like Kylie Rodney and you hear overlay and you see people overlaying her car into a body of water for days in and day out, day in and day out for months upon months, you just don't want to look at another video layover ever again in your life. So then when you see this video footage come out of Linda Lane, it's like, no. We're not doing that again. We're not overlaying, enhancing it, making it look like something that it, might not be. So when you came in with that name, I just thought it was hilarious. Because I'll never forget Linda Lane. Or Kelly D. Where's Kelly D been? I haven't seen her in forever. Oh, at Athena's. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking, who's Athena first? But I don't know. Oh my gosh. I saw that I saw some of it on her channel. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw some of it. And that's the girlfriend. But the baby's mom, he has 2 kids that was failing to neglect. And I mean, I just feel bad for his kids, because he has taken, I guess, them out like to some retreats and stuff since like all this stuff happened. And to see them on camera, like crying because they missed their father, to see them happy, you don't want to take that from a kid, their happiness. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I won't say nothing about that, but be a better human. T-Rev, do better. You got yourself your second chance. You got your second chance on YouTube after this case, after Sebastian dies down, because we'll find him. We're going to find him. And then after that, after this case dies down, you'll move on to another one and you'll get a whole new wave of subscribers in and it'll be like nothing ever happened. Just, happens all the time. I always say, like, look back on people's videos. Like, that'll give you a good baseline on somebody. If there's no videos to go back and look at, question it. Question it, like, because it could be there could be a reason, like, oh, I'm a different creator than I was. That's like old stuff. Like my stuff in the beginning of my channel was trauma, like injury related. So I still have all my videos up, but like, so let's say I privated or deleted those videos, that would be like a reason why. But if you're going on someone's channel and they've posted 100 videos and they've been on the platform for 4 years and they're live every other day or, 4 times a week or 5 times a week, you're going to look at that weird. And if you ever have any questions, let me know. I'll tell you. Oh, no, I'm not a sketch artist. Squeaky wheel. I wish I could draw. I would love to draw. Oh, I think we're done listening to him, though. I think he's not really telling us too much that we didn't already know. We'll see what he says.
Because he doesn't. Let me see. Hold on. I mean, I'm not going to be fucking talking about this fucking clown again. So I'm going to clown video. I'm not cutting out. Linda Lane. Athena
shots. Now, this one is from Bethany's boyfriend, the T-Rev, saying, look, Bethany paid you December 26th. To my knowledge, you gave word 1 to 2 weeks. She had cancer since January of last year.
Oh, this is him just faking stuff again. Faking, fakety fake. Didn't he put fake? Yeah, he did. He put fake video of Xana Kernodle out there. Wasn't her. He refused to take it down when the person that actually created the video asked him to. I gave him like the pictures and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, people are dirty. People are dirty dogs, man. Y'all are dirty dogs out here. And now the more I think about it, I'm gonna get me a whiteboard like Nonsense has with the wheels. I want the one with the wheels. But I want mine to be long, like this way, not straight up and down. I want it like long ways so I can write out. But no, we need a longer one too because we need to make lists. I have like 2 whiteboards up there. I'm like, we're gonna need some list. I'm about to make some list on these people and be like, T-Rev, how many fake callers have you had on your show? Oh, Ladybug, you're doing yourself a favor. Oh, Black Widow, you're doing some editing. I don't have her edit. I need to learn how to do that. Like I could do it okay. I used to do pre-recordeds, and when I first started my channel, I did all pre-recordeds actually, and I would do like 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes pre-recordeds, and I'd have to write out my little script and everything, and then I would I didn't have 2 monitors or anything at the time, so I'd like put them on paper, like cardstock paper, like that thick paper, and I would try to like look at it with my one eye and read. Oh man, my videos are probably funny. Yeah, I want to know too. I want to know about the dog scent more. That'd be great. That would be great, Black Widow. I'm not really good at that kind of stuff. And Vincent's not, like, my boyfriend's in IT, but he's like a systems engineer. Like, he don't do editing and stuff. So like when I have to remember, he don't know how to do everything. So that's the stuff that I learn on my own. And I'm horrible at sitting down and doing it, like just learning. Like I'm the worst. If I could walk around, I need I have a standing desk, but it's like too wide, but I need something I can like walk around with. I don't know what happened to her. Do you? She didn't go live today. I thought maybe just because she wasn't feeling good. Oh, thanks, Ladybug. We have 186 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I don't even think JLR knew he was in a relationship with Bullhorn Betty. I wonder how far they live from each other. I mean, no one needs to tell me, but I'm just, are they distant? Like, I mean, are they far? Florida's a big state. You worked in the medical field for 27 years, Roxanne? Wow. You did your due diligence. Yeah, you definitely did. What did you do? What kind of work did you do? I remember, I'm like, oh, I've got some problems. I'm just, you're like, I wasn't a nurse. People like ask nurses questions all the time. I ask my aunt, like she's a nurse, and today I told Vince, I was like, I would ask her to do like just the whatever. Oh yeah, you did say that in surgery. Oh, that's the best workers. Best workers at the hospital are the workers in surgery. They give you the good stuff. Surgical tech. I've had plenty of surgeries, more than I could count. But I love my surgery techs. I love surgery. I don't love surgery, but I love the whole experience. I have a love and appreciation for it because they can do some crazy things and they make you feel good. You just take a little nap, except for if you get that hypnotic anesthesia where and then they were working in my eye, so my eye was open, and I watched the whole thing. They try to put like a tissue over me. It was funny. But give me all the warm blankets. Give me all of the warm blankets. That's the best part about surgery, the warm blankets too. The medicine, the blankets. And you can be mean if you need to be like a little upset. Like I remember like after my surgery, my nurses were so nice. Like if you're upset, like your nurses will take care of you. Like I remember I was like cussing. I wanted to get out of that bed so bad. It was a nose surgery and I was like, get me out of here. And my mom was like, you have to drink a quarter of this soda the nurse told you. And I was like, drink it. I was like cussing. I don't even remember it because I was still like so medicated. They said they were like, she just needs to sleep it off a little more. No more than 50 miles apart from each other. JLR super fan. I love that name. Ask JLR if he has any snake boots. And I wonder what color her snake boots were that she got. I just want a pair now that she's got a pair. And if you don't know what they are, I'll show you. You're probably like, what the hell's a snake boot? It's like those like waders, like not waders. It's a boot. It's like a boot you would use for fishing and hunting. My brother wears them all the time. Like when actually, I don't even think he has a preference. I think he just put these on just to go to the corner store. But I mean, they range in prices. And I'm sure they range in brands too. This is just this brand, Mossy Oak maybe, or Rocky. But yeah, she got herself some boots. I got a whole ball. I have a whole wall of boots. You could have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 pairs of boots on this wall, and they're all more than actually, except for one pair is more than these boots on here. I do spend a lot of money on shoes. Unfortunately, I have to. I have metal in my foot, but now I have to change my shoes all over again because of the metal in my foot. So I have plenty of shoes that if anyone wants to buy them, I only wear them inside. That's the thing too. I only wear them inside a store and to walk to the car. Best Sex in the City episode, Phantom Growler, all of them. The wedding episode when Big leaves or doesn't show up to the wedding, shows up late. I used to watch Sex in the City. Oh my gosh, that just reminds me of like just being in my early 20s, teens. Just another grip. Yeah, that's what Roxanne. I'm pretty sure she has some snake. I mean, she has some snake boots. She lives in Florida. You don't go to the swamps, But there's some solid boots. Yeah, Scooter McBooter. I love that name. It makes me laugh. I don't know why it does though. Surgery equals best nap ever. Yeah, and it continues afterwards if they give you pain medication, to go home with. Because I sleep on that stuff. It doesn't do nothing but make me pass out. Straight knockout. But I wasn't sleeping well for the longest of time. So when I had my last surgery, I was ready for it. I was like, I need to go to bed. Like I was waking up between 1:30 and 6 a.m. and I was staying up and it was just bad. It was just so bad. But that was the one I ended up, no, that wasn't the hypnotic one. I've had one more since the hypnotic one. And I only did that because of the doctor. She asked me. She wanted to do one before she left that hospital. So Right. I sleep good though too, Stephanie. Probably. I told Vincent, I was like, can't they just put me back in the rehab place, like where I learned how to walk and like got myself all healthy and like able again? Can't they just send me back to Dodd Hall? And they can't. I don't think they would. But I just feel really weak, and I don't want to do physical therapy because I just don't want to do it. I mean, I need to. You do. I literally sleep all day. Yeah. And I always have morning surgeries. They always get me in there like 5 a.m. Those are the best ones too, because you go in tired. So you're already tired when you're going in. And then you wake up. And so by the time that I'm done with surgery, I wake up. I could go to the grocery store after I'm done. I went to the library after I was done with surgery. Vincent's like, you need to stop. And I'll be like, I'll just be doing things like it's just another day. Hospital beds are awful though. Oh, the movie ones. Yeah, I had a moving one and it was brand new and it was so like, it had all these, but I don't know. I just thought it was very futuristic. I was like, this thing's cool. It could you could weigh yourself on it. Like you didn't have to get off the bed. I was like, I guess that's how they weigh people in wheelchairs. I just assumed they just deducted your wheelchair weight from like, you know what I mean? Like your total weight. But that way they could weigh me because I couldn't stand up to get on a scale. Their most expensive one, Phantom, that's a lot of zeros. Well, thank you guys all for being here tonight. I appreciate it. I really, really do. We got to know what a snake boot was. Learn some stuff. We are still missing Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. I mean, we all know that. I don't need to tell you. We all know his height is 5'5". We know that he weighs approximately 120. Could be a little more, a little less now. Brown hair, brown eyes, glasses, big bright smile. If you do encounter him, call 1-800-TBI-FIND and or your local police agency or 911. There isn't anything fun about being in the hospital except for I don't know. I got spoiled when I was in the hospital. Like when I got home after the hospital, I cried the next morning when I woke up. I bawled like a baby because my nurse, like I was just used to my nurse coming in like at like 6 a.m. and she was so bright and bushy tailed and she'd be like, "Good morning, Tanya. How are you feeling today? You're gonna do everything today. You're gonna do it. You got this, girl." Like that was just her. That's her job. Like that was her job to like, make me feel good. But she was just a nice person. And then I got home, like the next morning I woke up, my mom comes out and she's like, "Hey, honey," and I lost it. I was like, "Take me back. I don't want to be here." It wasn't my mom or anything. It was just, it wasn't her house or anything. It was just, I missed the structure, Yeah, they do. We didn't have an ice machine at ours, unfortunately, but we did have the little the ice cream you could get in the cups, and they always had mine extra full because my mouth was wired shut the whole time I was there. The whole time I was in the hospital, they had my mouth all wired shut, so that wasn't fun. That wasn't a good time. That was the worst part about my whole accident. Like even losing my eye, my mouth wired shut, 8 weeks. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Actually, I might wish a day of it on Betty, maybe just a day, but not, I don't want it to hurt her though. And it hurts getting them in just so you can't talk for a day. Just see what it's like. You can still talk. It's just hard. But thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit after the live. I appreciate it so very much. I don't think I have anything else for you guys. I wanted to go over some really cool stuff tonight, but I didn't want to like mingle the two. So on our next Sebastian live, I have some other cases I want to go by, run by you guys. We have Delphi to get back to, and we've got Crystal Rogers and Ellen Greenberg's got more coming out with hers. Nancy Grace did another Delphi episode. I thought we'd watch that tomorrow because I really want to listen to that and see what she has to say, just because that case is so damn difficult. I'm trying to get back on track, some sort of track. And I think that's all. But yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow and trying to find out where you guys are there. And I want to show you guys the press conference too. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I might come on and do a day live. I was going to do one today and it was like 8:30 or 9 in the morning. And I was so bored this morning. I was like, I am bored. I am so bored. So maybe I'll come on tomorrow, like morning, afternoon, like 11 to 2, somewhere around that time. I know it's like that's like 4 hours, but like, I don't know. If I decide to come on, if not, we'll do a members live or something. We'll make sure we get something in. Thank you, Renee. I really appreciate that. Sebastian Strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you guys. I would like to say cat hairs were found. Squeaky. I feel like I do that though sometimes. I feel like I get off real quick. Like I'll be like talking and then I'm like, boop, bye. So yeah, I do that sometimes. No, Vincent, he would never walk in here because the door's right there. And if he walked in, he'd almost be seen. And he doesn't, he's not a camera guy. But he will become one. We had already decided. He said at 100,000, but I said at 25,000 subscribers, maybe we could do like a Q&A, or even like a what is it, like a newlywed game kind of thing, or something, like where we answer questions about each other. Because I think that would be really fun to do, and it would break the ice too, because they would help him. Thank you, Roxanne. I appreciate that so much. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. You can do like the little hearts, I think, too. Thank you. You guys are very kind. I appreciate that. I appreciate the generosity. New eye surgery to allow people to see again. Is there something like that coming out, Phantom? How would they do that? Now, if that's on the market, then that would be something I'd fundraise for, y'all. We'd be fundraising for that. I just want to see for like a minute. Not like more than a minute, like 15 minutes. Just want to see. I just want to see what's going on. Yes, we gotta get you guys back in the green. I appreciate you guys so much. I do. Make sure you guys come tomorrow for the live. Maybe we can gift out some memberships on that live tomorrow. But I will be back tomorrow. I promise. Squeaky, have a wonderful evening. I'm getting off here now. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate the generosity, and I appreciate you guys spending your evening with me. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, hit the like button if you don't mind. We're almost to 200 likes already, and I love that for us. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys.